Hello, fellow humans. Chris here again. So, as you may know, the Supreme Court is currently looking at Roe v. Wade, abortion rights, looking at the constitutionality of it, looking at the question of is the Constitution neutral on abortion? Does it even address abortion? I don't know. You have to probably read it to find that out. But what I wanted to talk about was one of the central tenets in the argument against abortion, being that it's murder. It's basically taking a human life. And I've addressed this topic before. I won't get into too much detail and what I've said about it in the past. Uh, I'd just like to go at it with a let's give them that mentality. Okay, so just stick with me here for a moment. Um, it is taking a life. All right, it's taking a human life. It's murder. All right, let's go there. Let's go that way. Okay, so if we want to categorize abortion in that way, we have to come to grips, accept the fact that we're actually okay with killing in this country. We like murder. We're totally fine with murder. If you don't believe me, just watch the news. You will find, if you look in the history, in the media, of killings in this country, the common denominator of exonerated killings happen when the person doing the killing is afraid. That's it. That's all it takes to be considered in the eyes of the law as a justifiable killing. Doesn't matter how you got into that situation in the first place. You were afraid, so you killed the person. Perfectly understandable, right? Okay, we've established that. We understand that. All right, in this country, as long as you're afraid, it's okay to kill. Now, abortion. Why do people get abortions? Could be monetary, could be just too young, could be afraid of the consequences from their family. Oh, what did I just say? I said afraid. Whoops! Didn't mean to you do that. No, no, but maybe just leery of how their parents might take it. Their overbearing parents, perhaps. Maybe they come from a very religious background, and you know, they just know that there's a stigma, and they're just kind of afraid that I mean, they're just maybe a little bit apprehensive about um, the consequences in the long term of carrying that baby to term. Um, the more I think about it, yeah, they're afraid. Um, I think that a good majority of the time that people get abortions, I think there's some element of fear in there. Um, wow, that's really, yeah. I mean, when you put it that way, I mean, maybe it's not such a bad thing. But you know what? No, you know what? No. The more I think about it, I think that I don't think that's enough. I don't think that fear is enough. Because if fear was enough, then it would be okay for a police officer to shoot and kill a guy reaching for his wallet that you just told him to get, that he just told you he was going to get, and mention that he also has a firearm that he told you he's not reaching for. That's enough fear to justify killing. Uh, just like, following a 17-year-old unarmed young man because you're a little bit suspicious, even if you're told by the police, hey, stand down, we don't need you to follow this kid. But you go ahead and do it anyway, and the kid starts kicking the shit out of you because you're just not able to, take care of yourself in that sense, and you're afraid, so you kill the kid. All right. Hey, it's reasonable. If you take a gun into a riot scene and put yourself in a position that you shouldn't be in, but by putting yourself in that position, you have caused other people to be afraid. But as we know, it's only okay to be afraid if you kill somebody. If you're afraid and you go after somebody with your gun and then they kill you with their gun, they're justified and you're the rioter. You're the thug who is causing problems. The guy that was afraid and lives, he's the guy that's good to go. Or, even if you're a police officer and you see a 12-year-old kid running the other direction with a plastic toy gun, that is still enough fear to justify shooting down, murdering that 12-year-old kid. We have established in this country that level of fear is justifiable by trained, armed police officers in this country who are given the tools to assess reasonable, viable threats and to handle them and to de-escalate and to take charge of situations peacefully and using deadly force only when absolutely necessary. We have accepted that level of fear to justify killings. So maybe we should just stay the hell out of a woman's uterus. Maybe we should just keep our heads involved in our own asses and not shoving them down or up the the avenues of other people and mind our own damn business, and keep our judgment for our own lives, because people make a lot of decisions when they're afraid, but some fear is a little bit more rational than others, and the kind of fear that you have to live with for the rest of your life, a decision that is going to affect you and only you and nobody else, nobody else's business. And for a group of people that like to call themselves small government, I will never understand the justifying pushing this kind of agenda. I will never understand it, and I just won't accept it. And at least 70% of the American people won't accept it either. So whatever happens, hopefully the states will continue to do the right thing. Anyway, thanks for checking in on me once again. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, don't be afraid to question the consensus.